Everyone will learn something. Let's see. What's the topic of the day? Let's talk about politics. I don't normally take a position on politics, but I do believe that everyone can be stupid in their own ways sometimes, and some people have a little bit more stupid than others. But everyone can be stupid, so just realize that. Everyone can be stupid. So I'll realize that everyone has their Trump day. That's the reason for the name Trump, and it's called the Trump card because it beats everything else. I don't usually talk about politics, but I do hate politics very much so. And the only reason why I hate politics is because usually the dude with the most gratifying idea has the smallest business. The most what is it? The smartest idea can be. Let's see. Wait, let me get on this. On this right here, and then get on this right here. Oh shit! I gotta get. There we go. I gotta get right here. I gotta go right here then. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That was fun. That was fun. That was very much fun. Was I the first one to do that? No, I wasn't. I don't think so. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the I'm gonna go to the no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go in the building. So the reason why I don't like politics is because not only does politics get into it, but culture gets into it. You have to understand the individual's culture. Like, an individual who does have culture, you can say it's not a culture, you can say it's a disease, or you can say it's terrible and everyone should hate him. It's like, but it's still culture. It's still a little bit of culture. And I know it sounds like I'm gonna get a freaking scope, hopefully. Military vest, nice. Energy drink, cool. So I'm gonna know that when you get into people's culture, it's like you know, it's like if you don't know them personally, then they act defensively. You have to understand that a lot of people don't realize that like billionaire culture is like if you. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that because that never did me any good. And the mutant is really good with the slow spurts on the thing. I'm gonna put it on that. But getting a billionaire culture, it's like not a lot of them have problems except mentally. And it's not like something that it's not like, but like yeah, it's not a lot of them have problems except mentally. When you get in a billionaire culture, it's like that's what capitalism stands for. If you are a billionaire and you don't touch children and you're trying to be cool, then you can be cool, like Mr. Tesla, Mr. Frickin' what's his name? Smoked weed on camera. Cool guy. No, I'm saying that like by a lot of standards, people are acting like they can do a better job at making electric cars. But I know they can. I know they can't. I absolutely know they can't, because Tesla did a great job of it. It does a great job, and that's a scope. That's awesome. I'm gonna put that on the rifle and the tactical stock, and I'm getting rid of that and that. So I can see him right there. Can I see him? If I can see him through the side loop. I know he's around there somewhere. Alright. So, let me see if I can get him. See if we can get him with the mutant. There he is. Fired it. I'm gonna do this. Awesome, he's a bitch. Well, I don't even realize that everybody's a bitch. In my eyes, everyone is a bitch. Everyone's mean and hurtful and hateful, and I'm right about everything. And that's Trump's way. That's the reason why he doesn't trust anyone else. That's the reason why businessmen don't trust people. They don't trust people. That's why I have insurance companies trust people. You have to understand where Mr. Trump is coming from. He's a billionaire. He does not trust anyone. He does not trust people with their remarks, with the things that they say, with the characteristics of their tongue. He doesn't trust anyone. He doesn't trust them. He believes in the country, not the people. He doesn't trust the people. Like a lot of middle Americans. People like George Bush do the exact opposite, but do the same movements. Because they believe in the people. Believe the people will make the better choice. People like Bill Clinton tried to make, and this is like the, I think the best explanation for people like Bill Clinton is they don't trust anyone either. They don't trust anyone either. They don't trust anyone to make the right decision, so they make the right decision for you, so you don't have to. Which they will do because they think that if they do make the right decision, they can lead someone in the right direction and push them in the right direction and give them a little bit of a pickup every single time they go down. But understandably so, getting used to that pickup is bad sometimes. And getting used to that pickup is stupid. Because getting used to that pickup in other countries, if you ever move to another country, you'd be like, hey, in this country, I blah, 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 blah. And then that dude goes, hey, well, you're shit out of luck because we don't fucking do that here. So if you're a tourist, that's fine. You're still covered under your basis under another country. But when you move to that country, or if you ever feel like moving to that specific country because you like the days off when you have children or something like that, maybe the reason why they do that is because they don't have something else, like food stamps or public transportation. And that's really, really can get to you if you're ever moving to another country, if you're ever doing anything. If you're ever understanding somebody else's rules, then you realize the fact that they don't have that sometimes. They really don't have that. They do not have it. They do not have it. They don't have public transportation. A lot of times you take taxis that are professionalized, and they're professionalized out of London most of the time, even if they're from New Zealand. Professionalized, and you pay the top amount you get to the place that you really want to get to, and you get there comfortably, but there is no public transportation in most areas. The real amount of shit you need to understand is we do the most stuff for our citizens ever in America. We do the most stuff for our stuff to be able to have our stuff. It's called American stuff. That's what we do all the time, and sometimes we get it from other countries. Sometimes we get it from other countries, and sometimes that countries believe that they somehow, just because they get it from us, we're not going to get it from anywhere else. And that's the point that other countries need to realize, is that America can get it from anywhere. America can get it from anywhere, and we will get it from anywhere. No matter how we get it, we get it. Not no matter how we get it with guns, no matter how we get it, no matter how we trade deal, no matter how we deal them down or basically keep the lid on their frickin' meddlings in our country most of the time, and their frickin' meddlings in our country, and that's how a lot of other buildings got made. People don't know that either because they don't understand that French Revolution could have happened in America. French Revolution could have happened in America, and the French Revolution often does happen in America sometimes. It's really stupid, it's really dumb, and people are dumb. Alright. The reason why a lot of times people make us statues and people make us buildings, people do a lot of stuff for us. They make a lot of things for us because of not because of things that we did for them, but because of things we stopped. Ooh, 4x scope. I will take that. And that's an extended mag. Yes, I will take that as well. I am not going to take that. I'm not gonna take it. No. I need a fucking suppressor. A lot of times people don't notice the stuff that other people put into the country. They just think that all this stuff happened for no reason, and all buildings are made like because of communism and shit like that, or because somebody cared. It's like, no, nobody cared. They just thought that a building would look good there. They didn't care about the people who would be in there later on. They thought they would live forever. Everyone thinks they're going to live forever. Everyone does. Everyone thinks they're going to live forever all the time. Stupid people. They're stupid and they're dumb. Even people who think, yes, I think I'm going to live forever. I don't give a shit about the millions of generations that are going to come after me. Millions of generations. I'll probably be born again. Got him. He didn't even know it, but I got him. He didn't want it, but I got him. He had a bunch of 7.62s and stupid, freaking dumb, stupid backpack. There we go. I have 4 energy drinks. Gotta down one. Nobody thinks that anyone is going to die off this mortal coil when they die. Or how they die, usually sometimes. Sometimes very much, or taking themselves out of the gene pool sometimes. And that's why the Darwin Awards were made. Yes, even the president can make himself completely and utterly shit-faced. And then talk to someone about his penis and then ruin his political career. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. They ruin the stuff that they have. By trying to completely and utterly just... Oh wait, I have a flashlight. I need that. Cool. Thumb grip? No thumb grip. I'm good. Am I in the... Yeah, I'm not. I'm right outside the circle. Yay. Alright, we're going to go straight down this road. And I'm going to see how many people try to shoot at me. Or I'm just going to go in this building. And then... yeah. Do not need the QBZ. I'm okay on that front. Stun grenade. Yes. But that's the reason why people who are billionaires don't give a shit about anyone else, because they don't go off what people say. They don't go off of how people say the markets are going to be affected somehow. They go off of what they say and how they say it, because what they say made them money. What they said made them money. A lot of money. Billions of dollars. So what they say usually makes them lose it all. A lot of times people don't get the whole thing is because what you say sometimes can and will affect the markets, but what other people say can and will affect every market all the time, every single day of the market's life. There he goes. There we go. Are you fucking for real? That dude was in the other building and I didn't even see him. Such bullshit. Oh, he's behind me. But that's the reason why. The markets, they fluctuate because of what people say, how they say them, and they don't think that anyone above college grade level thinking is actually even on to that kind of stuff. But I have to say, and I will say, that I've been studying a lot of different people and the way that they make things. And it began to piss me off sometimes that some people are like, oh, he's walking on the street and he's got his groceries. He doesn't have a car. That means he's stupid, he's dumb, and I'm just going to say hey to him and roll down the window and think I'm cool because I'm a young buck. And he's maybe 22, 23, and they think that they can spit at you, they can throw shit at you, they can think that they can do shit with you, they think they can do anything with you, and it's stupid, it's dumb, they're dumb, and they're stupid, and they're gonna figure that out when they go to jail on the day they go to jail, because their parents didn't hire a fucking a mental therapist. Parents didn't want to hire a mental therapist. They didn't go to any lengths to actually do that because they thought their child was perfect. And they don't know their child isn't perfect. And that's the point. That's the reason why. That's the whole reason why people are suffering from different mental illnesses that they don't know they're suffering from, because when they do certain things in regression, or when they try to do certain things in different kinds of stuff, they don't really know what they're suffering from. They could be suffering from a certain symptom, a certain kind of symptom. What is acting out? I don't believe that acting out is actually a thing, but it can be turned into something, and turned into something is a frequent thing. A frequent number of uses of this kind of product or inner monologue sometimes that people have, they don't know, is basically them talking to themselves and creating a different part of their brain, I guess, that kind of like evolves from that, because ideas make sense and ideas make people. They don't know that either. So some ideas make really, really no sense whatsoever, and ideas make people. Don't understand that, but they don't exactly make people, because as soon as the idea that gains traction or gains some sort of influence, the person that has been right there to be able to understand it, the entire thing, has left it behind. They leave it behind and they let it gain interest. And the person that lets that thing gain interest is stupid, because they could have kept that idea to themselves and then done something to themselves and then done something for themselves, instead of just copying every artist you've ever seen in your life. Why don't you just not do that? Instead of copying every artist you've ever seen in your life, you could make your own characters kind of based off what they do, but then not based off what they do. You know why? Because you shouldn't. Or every idea you have about a law or anything like that, you could make it just like everyone else's, or you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to make every law about someone getting something. You could just make a little stopgate somewhere. You can make a little stopgate somewhere just so to make sure that people themselves make stopgates beforehand to get there. You could just make one little stopgate, and everyone else can make another stopgate around it. And then everyone can actually live in a perfect harmony community, but that's not what they do. That's what they fucking think they do, and then they don't do that. They think that stuff's there, and it's not. It's never going to be there, because no one is actually even smart enough to think about that stuff. One little law, one tiny law, to be able to build off of another law, and to be able to, no, they don't make tiny laws to build off other laws and people. They make tiny laws to fuck with people, and that's what they do. Son of a bitch. Stupid fucker. That's what they do. They build laws to mess with people. They build laws to be able to control people. They build laws to be able to make people think a certain way. And then they say it's Republican, and it's not Republican. It's not Republican to do that. Being Republican is being able to let a person make a choice. To be able to let them make a choice, but no, you don't make the choice for them, nor do you create the options. So essentially, everyone around here is Democrat. Everyone in this entire country is Democratic. They're Democratic, and they have to understand it, because they went through a series of actions to make up choices for people. They went through a series of actions to try to control people's behaviors. They went through a series of actions to try to control people's anything, and that's not bureaucratic. Bureaucratic is making little stopgates to make sure that people can hold themselves and be able to make themselves as they want to. Bureaucraticness helps people control their inhibitions, control things by showing them the options they have that are legal and are helpful. But understandably so, there are a lot more legal options than there are completely understanding. And this make me seem like I'm a socialist. But understanding that is understanding the reason why everyone doesn't give a shit about religion, and they know it. People can tell me that you give a shit about your religion. You care about your religion. You go to church every single day. And yet when a crime happens, you don't give a shit about it. You don't care about the crime that happens around your neighborhood. You don't care about the crime that doesn't happen around your neighborhood. You don't care about the crime that kind of happens around your neighborhood. People just cover it up most of the time. People mostly of that same age or of any age can be freaking stupid about what they actually cover up and what they don't. If they actually had that information, if anyone had that information, they'd be able to do something with it and be able to help people. The crimes they do, the drugs they do, the stupid shit they do, the things they think they're not showing people, like when they're on crack or when they're on a drug, walking up to a certain police officer, saying things that are loud and also being on crack. Understanding that no, just because a drug has left your system does not mean that it's not going to affect you later on. Just because you don't realize that every single drug you do, every single drug you could do, is and will give you a side effect that is somehow later on revealing to the actual product that you actually did. My dad thought he had it all planned in the bag. My dad actually thought that he could tell me everything was fine, and he had never done drugs in his entire life. He was my best friend. He did the most drugs ever, and I didn't do any, son, because I'm best. I'm good. And I knew he was lying. I knew he was fucking lying. I knew he was lying. I knew everything about it was a lie, and I didn't care. I just wanted to be near my dad. And then he actually thought that he could run it around and actually think that, everyone's just going to feel better about it. And then that's the point is like, he didn't get that I knew stuff about him, and I didn't care. Like, he didn't get that I knew he wasn't the best guy out there. I just wanted to be the dude that was for me, you know? He's just the guy. He's just one individual. He can't be the best guy out there. I don't expect him to be. I don't expect any person to be the best individual for that individual. Because how can they be? They're just one person. Like, everyone has their vices. Everyone has the things that they don't talk about to other people. And you can't like, but also too, like, there are certain people out there that should be punched in the face for their vices. Yes, they should be punched in the face and brought to jail for like 15 to 20 years, but not set on fire or repeatedly murdered over and over and over again. When people don't do that, they just don't get up after a little while, or a parasite takes hold of them and then they do. Which is really, really inconvenient for people who are trying to go to the coroner's office. Is that a silencer? No, it's not a silencer. Bitches. There we go. Thinking that everyone is going to be your saving grace, or that someone is better than anyone, is just dumb. Is just stupid. Thinking that a person can be your saving grace because they thought they were, I mean, that's conceivable. But I mean, also, like, might want to spread out your options pretty thin, you know, before you actually do things, you know. I'm gonna immediately go into combat and run after these people. I think there are options for everyone as far as a republic, true republic goes. And I don't think we're actually living in one until actually everyone actually can run for president. Actually, everyone actually gets money to go to run for president. That's why his health is down. You need to go heal. Compensator, yes. Holographic sight. Putting that on that one. And then extend a clip. Gonna do that. But that's the point, man. And the reason why I don't take anyone seriously in this current day and age is because no one really gives a shit yet. No one really cares about other people all the time. They go home, they have their whole thing, and they're like, oh man, so glad it's over. No, it's not over, you asshole. There's fucking people starving outside. It's like, but I can't think about that right now because I'm looking at me and I'm an individual. It's like, yeah, that's why an individual is an individual. They're all being individuals, and that's great and everything like that. But there's someone that works the midnight shift. Someone that has to work the midnight shift in order for a city to work, in order for a state to work, in order for a country to work. Someone's got to work the graveyard shift. And hopefully it doesn't have to be me, because I don't fucking like that shit either. I don't fucking like it. It's fucking dumb. I want to work in the daytime, and I want to be in the daytime, and I want to be daytime. And also, you have to appreciate those people who work in the midnight shift, because they themselves are probably crazy. You have to help them do things that people wouldn't normally be helped to do. Sign their stuff. Do things for them. Make them help themselves. Because they can't. Sometimes they don't have a morning routine because they're in the nighttime. They have a time routine for them to fucking pass out in a bed covered in shit, smelling like a goddamn fucking there we go. Aw, man. I had an equalizer. It was a fucking shit. But that's the reason why I get pissed off. And I get all fucking angry and shit. And because nobody fucking does the midnight shift. Everyone's at a bar. And so they're like, oh, I'm at the midnight shift. I'm doing the graveyard shift. You never seen dudes do this. I'm like, yeah, I have. It's called, in medieval times, people used to go to bars. And then people used to have whores. Oh, we don't do that anymore because we're cool and hip. Yeah, right, okay. It's like, yeah, I don't have a secret brothel that is my girlfriend and the 7 other girls I'm banging. Stupid idiots. They don't know they can. That's the reason why it's so fucking, like, it's so effective that people know what you're doing sometimes. It's like to know what kind of person you actually are. And then hopefully you'll change. Hopefully you'll change for the good, for the betterment of the people. And if your dick doesn't work when you're 72, then that's the reason why. Because you didn't take care of yourself and eat all the time. And then you fucked like a fucking stallion. And no, people aren't supposed to fuck like stallions because they're not stallions, they're people. Even wild stallions didn't have sex that much. They had one chick, and they kept with them, and they were princesses, and that's the reason why. Because they're princesses, and they were beautiful, and it was awesome. And everyone had a good day, and Abraham Lincoln said, "It's cool to be cool, dudes." And he was still on drugs. They always make people seem a little bit more fucking... Like, you ever see those fucking... anime cartoons and shit like that? They always make people seem like they have better skin than they have. They always make people seem like they have better stuff than they have. And it's like, no, that's not true. That's not the way that things are. It's not the way that I saw that dude when I saw that dude. It's a lot more vibrant in color, yes, definitely. Which means the reason why he's skinny is because he's healthy? No, that's not the reason why he's skinny. The reason why he's skinny is because he's still doing cocaine. It's like, oh, did he die of an overdose? No, he died because his heart stopped. Oh, okay. Thanks for the full-on report. He died because his ticker went boo boo boo. He died because the thingy in his chest went no no. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna say I'm good for like not being a celebrity. I'm so happy that I'm not a celebrity right now. All of them are doing so many drugs. It's so stupid. All of them are doing drugs, and then the people who are doing drugs by themselves are hating on everyone, and they're acting like the normal people, and the people who aren't doing drugs by themselves are like, hey, we need to get together and call ourselves addicts, and then we will be addicts, and then we can do things like tell people what to do. No, that's not true. You can't tell people what to do when you've been doing drugs for a while. And oh my gosh, man, there's just so many people that just don't get it. They don't freaking get what they're going through. They don't get how they're going through it. They don't get the thing they're going through. They get the stuff that they get because they think they won an award for being the stupidest person for going on a fucking trip and I mean an actual trip, like a mushroom trip, and then acting like it was something. I've been on mushroom trips. They didn't freaking hurt me. But they didn't make me a better person. They didn't make me a guru at something. But somehow it made what's her name? The guru at everything. What's her name? Freaking Gwyneth Paltrow, you fucking moron. I want to talk about how moronic celebrities are, and they want to talk about how moronic Trump is. And it's like, oh, you got one dude out of all the fucking shit you are. I want to talk about all the people not in the tabloids doing drugs. Angelina Jolie, not in the tabloids for doing drugs anymore. You know why? Because she didn't talk to her fucking celebrity friends anymore. That's why. You know why she was invited to the UN? Because she hadn't been doing drugs for at least 20 years. That's why. She still doesn't eat right, but she should, and understandably go to mental therapy for that. That would be cool. That'd be awesome. Meet her in mental therapy. Me and Angelina Jolie had an exclusive relationship. No, that's not gonna happen. Never. But I mean, not never, but I can always imagine. So But that's the reason why. I think people don't realize how stupid they are sometimes, and they just think that they're gonna solve every problem just through change. But what kind of change do you want for your entire civilization? We need more grapes. We need more vegetables. Then what do you propose we do? You propose we build a farm? Oh, okay, you build a farm. That's cool. And you can all live on it? No, because you're going to shit on the farm, and the human shit doesn't go there. That's horse shit. Why is there horse shit there? Because horse shit's better for plants. Why? Because humans eat a bunch of garbage. Humans eat a bunch of garbage. We drink sodas, we do stupid shit, we eat a bunch of garbage. That's why. So we can't live on the same place? No, we can't. We can't do that, or else we gotta live in the farm. We live on the farm, and that's boring. You want to live in the city, don't you? Yes, you want to live in the city. So, alright, this is what you gotta do. You gotta get your apartment, your car, and everything, all at once. Every single time you go out to the city, you got to do that and do that only. My mom messed with me with this, but it was absolutely true, and that's the point. You got to, and by the time you get your car, you have to get your freaking everything else all the time. You gotta get everything you ever dreamed of all at once, or else you're fucking broke and you won't be doing anything. Or you can just lean on someone else, right? You can do something with someone else and they can help you out, right? But that means you have to either A, pay them back, B, have sex with them, C, be their husband or wife or something, or D, not fucking care about anything that ever happens to you in life. Because you'd be a prostitute, and being a prostitute isn't all it's cracked up to be. There are a lot of different things that you need to take into account. There are business plans, there are business structures, there are business anythings, and anyone can be one. Do you know why? In Las Vegas, you can. In Las Vegas, you can. You really can. In Las Vegas, you totally can. So moving to Las Vegas is awesome, but you need more things like water and sourced food that is always going to be exported to Las Vegas. Except and when it gets warmer, because people think that somehow being colder is fucking hilarious on everyone that's in the desert. The warmer it gets for everyone, the better it gets for everyone. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Carbon has nothing to do with it. It's all irradiated materials losing at their actual age. Believe me, I know it's not a popular opinion, but it will be soon. You know why it will be? Because people will start to believe it once it start to make sense. That's the reason why I believe it. That's the whole reason why I believe it. It's the reason why I believe anything. So understand it and realize that irradiated materials were here before us. They probably will be after us. And people are dumb. People are fucking dumb. They're dumb as shit. And they're stupid, and they're dumb. And they'll argue about everything. Every single step of the way, the direction something falls, the way something moves, the way someone does something is stupid and dumb and stupid. Smoke grenade. But that's the reason why, because it's dumb. It's dumb, and that's the reason why. Oh, he's this way. He's right here. He's right here. Shit, I almost killed him. That would have been tight. Alright, so that's the end of that. So realize that no matter who you are as a person, okay, Trump is always going to make money, okay? No matter where he makes money at, he's going to make money there. He made money in Russia. He was moving that money to America. Why was he doing that? Because he's stupid. Because you're not supposed to do stuff we have embargoes with freaking other countries with. How did he get away with it? Because everyone allowed him the presidency's office. Or else he would have went to jail. You know why he did that? Because no one can actually do that to the president. No one can put him in jail, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why. And hopefully people will remember, no, you still can't put the president in jail. Because why? Because it doesn't look bad for the country, because we need a person to represent us, motherfuckers. And if every single person is in jail, if millions of people are in jail, why wouldn't he be? Because he has to represent all those fuckers that are trying to control the country. Have a good day. Drugs, 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 drugs. Have a good day. That's my rant. So you are your own one-person bomb squad. You can defuse situations that you think are happening, but if they're not, remember, therapy is always the cure. Have a good day, and always remember that I'm not going to group today, but I don't feel like playing this game right now because it's pissing me off. So have a good day.